start right there. That's the extreme. Your ankles are stretching better today. It's actually looking pretty good. Those ankle pads are starting to feel better. For some reason, those ones are getting a little old.
Cause he gets up in the morning and he goes to work at 9 and he comes back home at 5:30, gets the same train every time. Cause his world is built on punctuality, it never fails. And he's all so good, and he's all so fine, and he's all so healthy in his body and his mind. He's a well-respected man about town, doing the best things so conservatively. And his mother goes to meetings while his father pulls the maid, and she stirs the tea with counsellors while discussing foreign trade. And she passes looks as well as bills at every suave young man. And he's all so good, and he's all so fine, and he's all so healthy in his body and his mind. He's a well-respected man about town, doing the best things so conservatively. And he likes his own backyard, and he likes his fags the best, cause he's better than the rest.
I'm Jordan Veit, and I'm a member of the Corps at Ballet West. I start my day pretty early. I wake up at 5:30 and I eat a really big breakfast, and I like a lot of downtime in the morning. I sit there, I drink coffee, watch Netflix, and then I go to the gym for about an hour, get a workout in, and then I get to the studio and I go to the PT room. I do my morning stretches and just see how the body's feeling, and then I get ready for class. Thinking about my hip alignment and really focusing on getting square technique. I have a tendency to kind of just be really lyrical about my movement, so in bar I really try to counteract that. Whether it shows or not, I don't know. But I'm trying to think square positions and turning out from the hips and all the things that really I struggle with. Working through my feet, stuff like that I know is something that I'm not good at naturally. So I try to focus on that at bar, and then I try to let it go a little bit during center and dance more. Class is important for obvious reasons, to maintain your technique and to keep working and improving. But I think so many of us see it as this ritual, that it's the only way to start the day. I find even on layoffs, like I love taking class. That's almost my favorite part of it. The continual work. I love feeling like I've worked hard. And at the end of class, I get that feeling every day. I started dancing when I was 10 years old. I grew up in Seattle, Washington, where I trained at Pacific Northwest Ballet. I kind of fell into dance. When I was younger, I was doing gymnastics and I really enjoyed that. And then P&B came to my school and they showed us the basics of ballet, and the teachers said that I showed potential, as well as I seemed to enjoy it. So it kind of just started. I auditioned for the school and it started as a Saturday morning activity. It was just something else to do, but then the following year I did the Nutcracker and I made a lot of friends, and gymnastics started to get really scary. So I kind of just kept dancing, and then I don't think it was till a couple years later when I really started to take it seriously that I wanted to do that as a career. I saw all these other kids with the same goal in mind, and it was, I don't know, really inspiring. In those last years of school, I was dancing probably about 6 hours a day. I would start and do morning class, and there might be 2 classes in the morning, and then in the afternoon I would do another class, and that would also usually be 2 classes in a row. So I trained at P&B for 10 years. I started in level 1 and I went through all the levels, and I did the professional division for 3 years before joining Ballet West. For me, staying inspired really comes, or I think what lots of people, when they think of inspiration, is how do you keep working hard? And for me, that really just comes with, I never want to leave this career or a portion of the career, even just a rep, with asking myself, what if? What if I had put in more? Because then I don't want to end up blaming myself for something that a lot of times is out of our control. So if I put in 100% every day, then I can walk away feeling good and feeling that I tried my best. And then you can move on to the next thing with all your energy and your heart. Before I go on stage, it really varies from part to part, but I really like my downtime, putting on the makeup and doing a little bit of warm-up. I give myself, if I'm doing a part that requires technique, I give myself a bar, and I kind of always go through all the choreography. I'm terrified that I'm just going to blank on stage, so I try to really go through everything so I can feel comfortable. It took a bit of adjusting to move here. It's a much smaller city than I grew up in, but I mean, it's very beautiful and the arts are well supported, and it took me some time before I got excited to come back. It feels very comfortable now, and after you visit somewhere that may be crazy and busy, we went to New York for 2 weeks on tour, and it was so exciting, and I loved it, and it was so nice to be in a place that was so vibrant. But I found myself like really excited to get back to the kind of slower lifestyle that people have here. Salt Lake City definitely has its pockets where it's completely stunning and it's so peaceful, and you kind of have to know where to go, but when you find it, and after living here for a couple years you will, it's really beautiful. A lot of dancers face challenges all the time, and we succeed, based on how we overcome it. You never know what's going to happen. It's not always your fault if something doesn't work out. It's just luck and timing, and, just hope for the best. I'm Veit, and I'm a member of the corps at Ballet West.